2, 3, 4. This one for the big holes at the bottom. One here. Remove that. Engine block holes. Right hand side. That's the total right hand side. Hello, and we are live here at LoJockey YouTube channel. What is up, everybody? I know I haven't made a video in quite some time, and I apologize for that, but not really apologize. I've been busy and I couldn't come up with any subject matter, so instead of boring everybody like some channels like, wow, I got to pick up this load that's heavy, I decided to chill out. But in the background, I have been very busy on other things. And first of all, I'm not a financial advisor. I have to say that. Anything I say is for entertainment purposes only. But it might be true. It might be. Now my niece, she calls me and she's talking about the SBA loan thing, because she knows that if it's something going on, I'm probably on top of it. She's kind of a business owner herself, and she comes to me for advice. And you know, I guess that's what an uncle is for. And one day, I promise, I want to be your rich uncle, but I got to do some work. But anyway, she calls me and asks me for advice on things. Now, in the beginning of this video, you saw me talking about a part on my truck. Okay, so yesterday, I'm in Ohio, and yesterday, well, I knew I had a leak on my coolant reservoir. That's what was in the picture, right? And it had been giving me problems. So when I was at home a couple of days ago, I just went ahead. I got a Volvo like 2 miles from my house. I went to Volvo and got some parts, and I had them in the truck with me. Huge box. It took up half my bunk, right? So I had a delivery on Saturday evening, and my next pickup is not until early in the wee hours Monday morning. So all day today, Sunday, I don't even know what the day of the week. Sunday the 12th. July the 12th. Sunday, July the 12th. So last night, I got the smart idea to remove the freaking reservoir, you know, from my truck in the middle of the night, which might not be the smartest of ideas, but you know, when you feel like doing something, you just feel like doing it. So I started working. The first thing I did was, you saw the video, I was kind of like making a video for myself to map out everything and what I have to remove. So I had like a video to show me how to put it back together again, right? So I mapped this stuff out, and then it's starting to get dark. It's getting dark. I dropped my flashlight, break it, I had to go buy a new flashlight. So I'm in the dark putting this part together, and it's going quite well. It's not a big job, but if you went to Volvo, well, the Volvo by my house charges $183 an hour, and that's like the cheapest I've seen as far as labor rate. Anyway, I start working on this part. I'm putting everything together, and it's like a coolant line that goes to the engine block. I pull it out. It's just hard plastic. It breaks off into the mount for the engine. And now I'm like, wow, should I have done this? And anyway, to make a long story short, I was able to get that broken piece out of there after, it didn't take that long. I had to remove the part, dig it out. But anyway, the point is, I probably saved about 3 hours of labor from not going to Volvo, because they're gonna do labor. That part would have broke on them, they would have added more time. But I fixed the part. I know you saw me taking it off, and right now at the current moment, it is raining. So if I'd have waited till the daytime, I would have still done it, but I would have been wet. Everything was successful, and boom, I fixed that issue. And I got some other issues to fix, because in the first quarter of this year, January, February, March, my truck broke down on the second day of the year, January 2nd, boom. So the first quarter, my truck broke down. I was kind of depressed. The second quarter, which was what, April, May, June, I had to work hard to pay off the debt that I got from the first quarter. And now we're on the third quarter of the year, which is July, August, September. I am I said I was going to start doing some maintenance for my truck before the next quarter begins, which would be the winter time. So that thing was giving me problems, that coolant reservoir. My headlights are very dull, so I'm going to order some new lights that'll be brighter. And a couple of other minor things that happened when I blew some tires out in the past. So that's what I have been up to. So this quarter I am going to do some repairs on my truck myself. If you can do it, do it. But I made some notes just so I won't be all over the place. So I talked about some truck maintenance. Also, JB Hunt is watching my videos. JB Hunt is really watching my videos, and I guess I stood out because I haven't been negative, because they told me that most people that make JB Hunt IC videos always talk in a negative way, so they really fine. I'm sure they got a social media team that looks out, and when they see their name, they're trying to figure out what's going on. So I did get a call from JB Hunt, but they said my videos were fine, so no problems. That's not why I stopped, but yeah, it was very weird to know they're watching me. But hi, JB Hunt. Anyway, also the third quarter, just starting the third quarter of the year, which is July, August, September. I noticed that on the very last day of the month, June the 30th or whatever it was booming. Boom, boom, boom. But I think that's because the companies are trying to, you know, get their numbers straight. So JB Hunt was on my butt about making sure I grabbed that last load, and they said it was crucial, but whatever, all the loads are crucial. But I understood that. So now we're on the beginning of the third quarter. The Roni Ron is popping up again. The stock market, you know, I invest in stocks. I just stopped. Whatever I got in there, now I'm just letting it just stay there. It's so rigged, it's ridiculous, you know. So the stock market is rigged. You gotta be careful if you invest in the stock market. It's rigged. Also, I had some people calling me. They didn't call me. They looked at my videos, and they saw some videos on various things on how I pick a load and all that. And I had some new guys call me, and you guys too. You know, I'm not saying I'm an expert at picking loads, but if you want another opinion, you can go to my email address. It's loadjockeyllc@gmail.com. loadjockeyllc@gmail.com. You know, you can link up with me and we can talk. We can chop it up. I help some guys out, maybe not picking their loads for them, but like showing them how to work the app and showing them some things they probably didn't know, because, you know, when you come out of orientation, you're like, your mind is like everywhere. You got these expectations on how much you're gonna make. Like this one guy, he was like, yeah, I'm gonna make like 6-7 grand a week. And I was like, no, you're not. No. So I gave him a little dose of reality. And he was like, okay, thanks, man. I appreciate that. At least you told me. Because, you know, a lot of people are not going to tell you that sometimes it's slow, or, you know, they inflate their numbers to look good. You don't have to look good for me, bro. I don't care. Everybody's numbers are different. You know, I got a friend who came over. He's pretty much whooping my butt. We talk about the lows. I'm like, dang. But whatever, man. This man is on a whole different crusade than me. All right, so anyway, that's been going on. But the main topic that I want to talk about, other than me fixing my own truck and everything being slow, but it'll pick up, or the Roni, is because there is something going on, a big change of wealth. I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm not just a damn steering wheel holder. And I know the people that watch, I know y'all ain't no damn steering wheel holders. So I don't have to, but I want to tell you and encourage you guys to look into cryptocurrencies. I have said this in the past. I have offered to give people free crypto, but nobody shows interest because it's not a popular subject. But it's starting to get to be. Look at cryptos, especially my friends, which they know who I'm talking about. I don't mean on Robinhood either. Robinhood, that is not crypto. So if you do it on crypto, that is not no real cryptocurrency. I just want to tell y'all that I made some serious money, and still I'm making some serious money on crypto. Okay? Like I said in the past, pretty soon they're gonna start printing money. The printing press is gonna start. Actually, I got a load going to Texas. They said that Texas is the worst place as far as the Roni to go right now. And, you know, that's going to lead to slowdowns in production, layoffs, people getting the Roni. And the federal government is going to be like, oh, stimulus checks again, let's do it. Cranking the printing press. As they do that, the dollar gets weaker and weaker. So all the rich people are looking for some place to take their dollars, because if you're leaving it in the bank with the low interest rate, you're paying the bank to keep your money in the bank. My brother, I wish I can get down to you, bro, to talk to you personally, but this guy, I'm using my brother as an example because everybody's pretty much like this. They, you know, you were told that, oh, put your money in a bank account, put it in savings, get CDs and all that kind of legacy. And when I say legacy, I mean the old way of doing finance. That's what everybody was taught. If everybody is taught the same thing, then the people that are the rich thinkers, they know exactly what you're doing and they can take advantage of you. Okay? So that's crazy. Okay? And right now, I don't know if you know about it, but you can check. There's a campaign, and I said this also in one of my videos. I said this, that people are going to say, oh, we can't take money because the money is dangerous. It's got the Roni on it. I told you guys this. If you watch my previous videos, I said this. There's going to be a war on cash, and they're using the Roni. Also, have you noticed places say, hey, we don't have change? If you go to the truck stops, they say, hey, bring us all your change. We'll convert it over to regular cash with no fees. You wonder why? They're trying to get it so we go digital, just using a debit card. You know, I got an app on my phone where I can just hold my phone close to the thing and just swipe your card and it automatically goes through. So this is the plan. Okay? So the beneficiaries to this will be people like me. You know, I rarely carry cash. I got my phone, I got my wallet. If I lose my wallet, my phone, I can still keep it moving with this thing. The people that's gonna hurt are the unbanked. You know them people? Like, if you are getting all your money put onto a card provided by your trucking company, or if you still depend on getting a paper check so you can take it to the bank and cash it, or go to the check exchange. You notice those people that do that get beat up the most. You take your check, you go to the check exchange, they want 5% of your check. Okay? Stuff like that. You know, since you don't have a bank account, you can't pay your bills online. Now you got to mail it in. Now your light bill's late. That's a fee. You do the same thing with other bills. That's a fee. Now they don't want to take cash. They say it's dirty. Now you got to go get a prepaid card that you got to load. They're going to take a fee. So the people that are getting cremated are the unbanked people. All right? And this is where cryptos help. Now, I'm not going to tell you which ones unless you go to my Gmail. You go to my Gmail, we can talk. I'm not going to talk about it on here. All right? And it has nothing to do with JB Hunt watching me or anything like that. I just don't want to be, I'm not no financial advisor. However, I tell my friend, I keep telling you, bro, look into cryptos. I know you say, oh, okay, I'm going to look into it. Nah. Leave the Robinhood alone. That ain't no crypto. Okay? Now, I'll give you a few exchanges where you can buy crypto. And they have something called KYC, which is know your customer. So it ain't like you can just go in, press a few buttons, and buy the stuff. It's like an accredited thing. They got regulation on it. And the more regulation they're going to do, the more mass adoption. And for a lot of y'all, this is going over your head, okay? And I understand that. But don't just be a steering wheel holder, bro. Don't do that. So what they do is, let's say I'll give you an exchange called Coinbase. This is the one that's the easiest and least barrier of entry for people in the US. Because the United States is real picky. And in states like New York, they don't want you even using cryptos, okay? Unless it's approved. It's a weird thing going on, okay? So, you go to Coinbase.com and you want to learn, you want to buy crypto, they got videos to teach you what these different cryptos are and a description of what they do. I'm not going to tell you. However, if you were to open an account, you will need your driver's license, okay, front and back cop. They want to know that, you know, they got something called Know Your Customer for anti-money laundering, okay? So you got to give up your driver's license photo, front and back. You know, you got to put in your social security number. They're not going to use it. And, you know, your address and stuff, so they can have you on file. Because when this crypto starts popping off, you'll be able to go to the exchange to turn it back into fiat, regular money, okay? US dollars. So what I'm saying is, I'm not saying that Coinbase is the best, okay? I'm just saying that Coinbase is one of the easiest barriers to entry in the US. There's also Binance US, Gemini, and others, okay? Now, I'm not going to tell you how. Also, believe it or not, Cash App. Now, you're going to see PayPal getting into crypto. Cash App is already into crypto, and the other one is Zelle. They're starting to get into crypto. Even the cryptos are going to do IPOs and be listed on the stock market. It's about to get very serious. Now, I want to tell you guys, because right now, less than 1% of the people even know about it. And right now, I have, what, 1,055 subscribers, and none of you probably know nothing about it. No, nobody. So, if you want to find a place to possibly park some cash, not a lot, 20, 30 bucks a week, or whatever you can afford, you might want to look into it. Because putting your money in the bank is not looking like a great idea right now. But that's all I wanted to say, guys, before my battery dies. Don't just be a steering wheel holder. Learn how to work on your truck. Learn about investments. Learn how to run the load board. Do your due diligence, as they say. And Load Jockey is out. And if you don't hear from me from a while, you know, I'm out here trying to do the crypto thing. And I promise you, when I get a lot of money on this crypto thing, I will show it to you. And then you'll probably want to invest, but you'll be late to the party. So join the party now. Okay? Join the party. I'm not going to try to put my link out or nothing to try to take no money from nobody. Okay? But just join the party. Or at least research it. Do your due diligence. And I do have a giveaway, but I'm not going to show it yet. I left it at my house, but when I do that, I'll do it. But anyway, we going to Ronnie Land, the new Ronnie Land, Houston, Texas. I'll see y'all later. Load Jockey out.